Alex Sketch Fan coming at you with another video. After last, pretty much the yesterday, lots of stuff went down. But the thing is, I just wanted to make a quick response video to everything that happened last night. And the thing is that, okay, I'm gonna talk about the videos real quick. So, okay, so I got it. So here's what happened. This was so random and so just crazily happened that it really kept me up last night. Like, I could not sleep. I was just staying up to 4 o'clock, really just thinking about, like, each time I try to fall asleep, I just could not stop thinking about this. And the thing is that, I can understand their argument, and if you're wondering what argument I'm talking about, in case you weren't online or you didn't see everything, I'm gonna have a link to the live stream that I was in because it was really crazy. I mean, Godzilla 621, 347 Nerf man, they talk about their odds. I'm like against like 7 other people, and that's really good odds for one person. That's really great. But I'm gonna talk about like the individual people, their arguments, and how well, I was just really under pressure for in some parts, like I didn't really have much to say, but here's some of my responses to last night. So anyway, I'm going to talk about the people real quick that were actually in the stream because Kilswitch just invited a lot of people. So I'm going to talk about the first person because his picture was like right next to me, I believe, and that is Super Mario Zilla. No, Super Mario Zilla, he didn't really have much to contribute to the argument, to be honest. The only thing he really did was just the only thing he really did was just shout, get angry, said that he lost trust for me, say that the fan base was his family, that's all he really did. Otherwise, he didn't have anything to contribute to the argument. He didn't have any reason to oppose the videos. The only thing that he just opposed me on was the fact that he didn't like what was going on and that, insults and stuff. So honestly, Super Mario Zilla, he didn't really contribute anything, to be honest. He was just there just to shout, get angry. I mean, that's all his purpose was for in that video. The next person is Ryan Zeton. Ryan Zeton actually said very few things, in my opinion. I mean, from what I recall, I don't really remember Ryan Zeton being the one to go after me. I mean, even in the comment section, he was like, sorry for butting in. So Ryan Zeton probably didn't really have too much to say in this all. So he kind of felt a little bit irrelevant. I mean, kind of very relevant too, because he didn't really have much to say either. And then I believe the next person was Kilswitch. Now, Kilswitch was a very relevant player in this. I will give him that. Because number one, he was running the live stream, of course, so why wouldn't he be there? And number two, he was actually coming up with points, so he does have a very valid reason to be there. Now, the rest of the people, there was just so many other people that I kind of lost track of everyone, so I'm just going to go by based on my memory, not really in order. So the next person is Kaidzilla 621 to believe, which, Kaidzilla 621, the whole thing that he was against was his own rant, of course. I mean, that's all he was really against. But the thing is, Kaidzilla 611, no one really advocated for him, to be honest. Like, the only two rants that people really talked about were the Louis Duran and the Hedora the douchebag rant, but that was really it. No one ever talked about the Kaidzilla 621 rant. The only reason why Kaidzilla 621 mentioned his rant was because he wanted the DMs to be taken off. I can understand the Lewis DMs because those actually share some stuff, but the Godzilla 621 don't really share anything personal. All they say is just join this hangout. I mean, is that really something personal? Because I don't think it is. I mean, I could see if it was like join or something like that. I have to go to the mall or something. I could at least understand something like that. But there was nothing really personal in those DMs. It was just the join part or wanting Godzilla 621 to join a hangout. So that wasn't really that personal compared to the Lewis ones. And no one else really supported Godzilla 621 in the whole argument. And I didn't see any comments in the comment section even going against me when it came down to the Godzilla 621 rant. So honestly, with that one, I could have really just left it there because I don't think anyone really cared or disliked that one, as a matter of fact. So the next person was Hedora the douchebag. I feel like Hedora the douchebag was probably as good as Killswitch, if not better than him. His arguments were very valid, so if I was to like even consider re-uploading all the rants, the one rant that I would not upload is Hedora the douchebag rant because that one felt pointless. I didn't really like it too much. After like hearing all their points, so I would probably just keep that one to myself and never upload it. But let me think. The next person was I don't know. There was just a lot of people. Some of them I like kind of forgot their names because I either don't know them or I haven't really talked to them much. No offense. I mean, I do know even Zilla, but I don't talk to him like on a daily basis. I usually talk to him like once a month. So I was surprised to see even Zilla on this whole case, you know? But then again, he is on that side of the fan base with people like Ryan Zeton and Killswitch, so it didn't surprise me. So even Zilla, he was remaining neutral. He did bring up some good points. In my opinion, even Zilla, he wasn't like the strongest player. He wasn't as strong as Killswitch and Adora, but he wasn't as weak as people in the argument, at least, as people like Ryan Zeton and Super Mario Zilla. So I feel like even Zilla, he did serve a purpose there. The next person I believe was Corey. I forgot like his full name at the moment, but he was there, but he did not provide any sort of argument. As a matter of fact, his existence in that hangout was really pointless. You know, I think he even left or Killswitch kicked him out, whichever one occurred, because every time he talked, his voice would glitch out. So that was one wasted person that was in the hangout, in my opinion. And really, I think that's it. I mean, I know some other people joined, like Frank the Slayer, Janer Padilla, and 347 Nerfman, but they weren't in like the main argument when it was all occurring. Or if, maybe I'm forgetting someone, you know, at the moment. I don't remember like every single person, to be honest. Because, anyway, let me just talk about everything real quick. So, I feel like I should have a right to re-upload some of them. Because, here's my reason for this. So, when it came down to the Louis Duran rant, the only thing they really complained about was the private message thing, but that was it. That's all they complained about, really. The Hedora the douchebag one, Hedora was the only one really advocating for that. Killswitch was kind of advocating for that. But, you know, after talking with Hedora, you know, I feel like that one could be easily deleted and it was very easily resolved. But the Louis Duran one, Louis Duran said it himself that he doesn't care if people make videos on him, but the only thing he didn't like was the private messages. So, I mean, I feel like if I just cut that part out completely, then what else would they have to argue about in the video? So I feel like if, you know, that was the only thing they really cared about, you know? I mean, even Killswitch himself said that, I mean, if someone, like, attacks me, I should have the right to make a video or something like that. So, if I just take out that part of it, then what would be the problem? Because obviously, that was their strongest point, really. I mean, that was the strongest point of everyone in the comment section. Alright, so, okay, so that's the Lewis one. I feel like I should have the right to upload that one. The other one I feel like, though, I should upload is the Kaizo 621 one, because Kaizo 621, he was the only one really talking about it, and no one else in the comment section really cared about that one. I mean, it gained like the second most views, but most people weren't even saying or even really supporting Kaizo 621 in the comment section, and neither was Killswitch. He was barely talking about that one. So when you really think about it, it's kind of miscellaneous with that one because no one really talked about it and no one really supported it except for Kaizo 621, and maybe a few points were brought up about it, but otherwise the DMs didn't really show anything personal. All it showed was just the join hangout message. So I feel as though, you know, that one should be re-uploaded definitely, potentially. And last but not least, the Camster Rook one, which is probably the least watched or even least cared about. Well, actually, no, I take that back. No offense, but the Hedora the Douchebag one actually got fewer views. It got the least views for some reason. I was expecting it to get a pretty high view ratio. But Camster Rook, no one really talked about Camster Rook, you know? They were just like, oh, you know, you should just delete the Camster Rook one too. But there was no definitive reason. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if they even watched the Camster Rook one. Plus, Camster Rook, he didn't really seem to care about it. He was just put, you know, some stuff in the comment section. But otherwise, I mean, I'm not sure if he wanted me to delete it. I mean, if he did, he could have just messaged me or had a hangout, which he did call me. But I wasn't available at the time. And then I tried to call him. And then I even tried to invite him to the live stream that I was in. But unfortunately, he didn't respond for some reason. So I'm not even sure what to think about the Camster one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this video, because I know people enjoy my videos, definitely. But I was just saying that in my opinion, the Louis Duran one should be re-uploaded if I just take out the private messages, because, you know, I could get a lot of views for that. That's Louis Duran down there, no offense. Well, the thing is, is that a lot of people also agreed with me in the comment section too. If you actually, there were people like Jaws Man, and there were people like there were just lots of people supporting me as well, which I don't have pictures of their comments because the video's gone, of course. But, you know, and stuff, people actually supported me. So I felt like the whole thing was really one-sided. Kilswitch just made this out of nowhere. Like, usually if you're gonna, like, question someone, usually you schedule it, you know? I mean, whenever I see people get questioned, like Kaiser 621, they at least try to plan it out or come up with a schedule. But with Kilswitch, he just has it, like, so randomly that you have no time to really prepare for anything or even think about anything. It just kind of happens, and he just pushed right in there. Plus, it was definitely one-sided because I had no one in my side, so that was terrible. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.